place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all.
Hello, my little cupcakes. Thanks for joining today. Oh, hey, cool hedgehogs. Yes, you're the first one here. Thanks for dropping by. So, first of all, before we start the game, I want to thank you all for being so amazing. Today, we reached 400 followers on Instagram and 2.9k on YouTube. I'm very, very happy about this. And I don't know how to thank you guys for this. This is just amazing how fast we're growing. Hello Vanta, you're so close to 3k subs. Yes, and that also means we're very close to the karaoke session that I promised for the 3k special. So yeah. Totally looking forward to it. Also on Friday we are planning on doing a collab with Sora and Lior, playing Monster Prom 3 Road Trip. So yeah, there's a lot of things we're gonna still cover game-wise, and a lot of collabs ahead of us in the future. So well, I hope you guys are looking forward to it just as much as I am. Yes, sir. I just love your vibes, and your model might as well just support. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. I that really means a lot to me. That really means a lot. Do you know the way? Of course I know the way. This is the way. Okay. So, let's get started in Genshin Impact.
To force a conversation just to occupy silence.
Last time on Genshin Impact, we bet Denise in court. That's not her actual name, but that's my nickname for the Hydra Archon. Then we went to a celebration feast with Goldilocks at a hotel. And now we are going back to the court area and see what's gonna be happening next. Ultimate battle pass of the battle pass. Lol.
Looks like that boat we took to Araneas might have been the last one.
Oh, really? Emergency food. Okay.
Vache.
Vache?
Looks like we're back here again.
Yeah, and the voice in the fountain. Nani?
Traveler? Are you hearing voices again?
Yes, and it's clearer than it was during the day.
That's kinda spooky. Are you sure we don't want to come back in the morning?
No, nighttime rules, bitch.
Vache? Vache.
What does vache mean? Maybe we should Google this. We should Google what this word means. Vache meaning. Vache plural vaches. US southwestern obsolete. A keeper of stock or cattle or herdsman. What does this have to do with fontaine and water? What?
Hey, why are you still walking towards it? There might be something nasty in the water.
Maybe it's a name. I'm not sure. I can feel strong emotions. Things are getting a little blurry.
Huh? Hang on. Paimon can kinda hear a voice. It's calling for Vache, right?
Yes.
Hey, traveler? Stop walking! Come on, wake up!
Shit, we're in a trance. Oh shit, Ned. What? What is this place?
Vache, are you my dear Vache?
No.
No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vache? Do you know where my love is?
No. I like you, Kachi. Thank you very much. I'm afraid not. But who the fuck are you?
Wait. Who am I? I'm very sorry. I fear I do not know. My memories feel like they have been washed away like a flood. So many fragments dissolved amidst the tide, never to be recovered.
Although we were holding back the flood, try to dance. I forgot the freaking lyrics, damn it! Although no one understood, we were holding back the flood, trying to dance the rain. There we go!
How much have I lost? How many things that I once held dear while on land have I since forgotten?
You were once human? Nani kore?
Yes, that is what I was once. But now, I am but the consciousness of one who is lost, therefore.
Lost your form? How's that oh, you got, you turned into water, didn't you?
I do not know how I came to be like this either. I only vaguely remember being covered in light blue water, and then all grew dim.
Light blue water, could she be one of the girls who were dissolved? Damn.
I also remember going to many places. I loved adventure, loved exploring places of peril.
Shit, okay.
No matter where I went, Vache would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me. And I also loved him equally as much. But now, we can no longer go back. The pain of such parting. I never knew how heavy it could be.
So you need me to find him. How does he look like?
No. Our reunion no longer has any meaning. There is no way for us to create any new memories.
What do you mean?
The thought of me gives him no succor. So let it lie forgotten beneath the waters.
Bruh.
If you meet Vache, tell him not to look for me. Tell him to move on. That is the only thing I still remember.
Oh shit. No kidding. They was told the water will make everyone forget all the memories they ever had. Damn. So those tales were true. Peaches, 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 peaches. Oh, love you. Oh, peaches, peaches, peaches. Lol. Hits table. Cheese. Alright. I believe it will be hard for him to get you.
Perhaps that is so. As I was submerged in the waters, losing consciousness, I saw Vache above the surface. His eyes were filled with such sorrow, such longing. If
Aww.
only I could have comforted him, told him that I did not suffer. Indeed, I had felt a great warmth.
That means Vache was a witness to the fact that you dissolved?
Is that what you call it? Dissolving? If anything, I consider it a form of release.
Really? Okay. Try not to lose your head. Yeah.
It was a state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only an endless peace, like the water's still surface. I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time, and only then sees how they have lived for so long in a world of endless want and anxiety.
Metal pipe sound. Why? What? That's... Oh, name 3 memes. The frog on a... What was it called? A one-wheeled cycle? What was it called again? I'll just call it the circus frog. Then there is the one with the soup store, and memes are life. No. It seems that after the body is dissolved, some measure of the consciousness still remains.
I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think.
Is that the emergency food? Alright, I wonder how much time has passed in reality.
Farewell, then. I am glad that you were able to sense my presence. Remember, if you see Vache, tell him not to seek me out any longer.
Okay. Life is Roblox. Not in my opinion, but if it's yours, then I won't judge you for it. Now close your eyes and breathe. Whoa, what the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? What the fuck? Goldilocks? What are all these robots doing here all of a sudden? Nani? Well, no time to think. We have to take them down. Gardamex? So that's what they're called. Okay.
Clorand?
What is happening? Oh, I freaking like her. She's cool. And she's taking all of them down now.
Quick, now's our chance!
Look how epic she looks like. Damn. Oh, epic music. Nice. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, open the door. 5, 6, Nike kicks. Okay, now let's see here.
I should thank you for lending us your sword there, Clorand. But before I do so, could you explain how you managed to show up here?
I followed you. It seemed to me that danger has followed you more closely as of late.
Well, you made a great pull there, Clorand.
I believe that following someone without their knowledge is actually called stalking, is it not?
But she had only good in her mind. Freaking Goldilocks. She was concerned about you. Look at me. Look at me being like, fuck you, Goldilocks. Look at my pose. Lol. I was like, what the fuck are you thinking? I was like, I'm dizzy. And this is too much BS to process at the moment. And then we got some really cool dude. Wappa Gum Gum style. Wap, wap, Wappa Gum Gum style. Hey, sexy lady. Wap, wap, Wappa Gum Gum style. Oh, he's a rip-off Michael Jackson. But that's already Muzan's job. Lol. Go, 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 go. Yeah.
Mr. Callus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety, and I will not betray his trust. He would do the same, were he alive today.
Do not speak of my father!
Shut the fuck up, Goldilocks.
Sorry, demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Clorand, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech. I believe we all wish to avoid unnecessary emotional harm.
He is giving me Albert the Butler vibes. Lol. Breaks Shadow's favorite thing. How freaking dare you? Just why? Just why, man? Why would he even say such a thing?
Sorry, I did not consider your feelings.
Whatever. What else do you know? How did you come to the conclusion that I'd be in grave danger?
I doubt I know much more than you, but I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very powerful.
Breaking my favorite thing would equal killing my puppy. So, would you commit to kill my puppy? Because if you attempt to touch her, you are dead.
Your performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
I'm sure they've known about me. To be honest, I'm shocked it's taken them this long to act against me.
And
And what about these Gardamex? I thought only those associated with a Maison Gardiennage could control them.
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law. I can only conclude that some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal means, deploying them as a private force of sorts.
like the Darknet, maybe?
What? Your
I'm
point
joking.
being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league, then?
Maybe.
Yes. Be careful, and do not act rashly.
Yeah, shut yourself into a room and act as Rapunzel for like a bunch of years. That will solve the problem.
I will continue investigating no matter what.
Fuck.
We will bring the truth to light. That's my father's true last wish.
I don't give a fuck, Goldilocks.
Regardless, thank you for your help today, Clorand. But if you get any ideas, tell me first. I don't much appreciate being followed.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon. So I shall stop following you. Good day, all.
Right. I suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Clorand was being sincere with you. If we tried, we could attempt to thaw relations a little.
Oh, yeah? Okay, then.
I know, she's...
You don't like her? Anyway, what just happened? I was, my mind was elsewhere.
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we were done for!
I didn't know you had a puppy, I'm so sorry. Yes, Sophie's all my love and joy. So if you tried to attempt to murder her, you'd be dead before you tried starting to do so. Because she is everything to me. Isn't that right, Sophie? My gorgeous little doggy. Yes, puppy. I love you so much, eh? I'm super sorry. Yeah, you better be.
Those Gardamex came out of nowhere while you were unconscious, and Nadia and her gang saved us!
Yatta!
Oh, and there was that champion duelist named Clorand who came out to save us too! We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
I bet your puppy's cute. Yes, she's the cutest thing ever. She's a black Labrador. I think I have posted several pics of her on Instagram and YouTube, and maybe some on Twitter. So, feel free to browse through my photos, and you can just see how she looks like. I may post more photos of her eventually. You're fighting up, Paimon? Thanks for the rescue, Goldilocks.
Oh, come now. Forget all that polite talk. That wasn't really a farewell meal we had back there. Not for me, anyway. In truth, I hope that every meal we have together shall be a victory feast.
So you want to get broke? Well, that's your fault.
As such, we're still partners. There's no need to thank me.
It will
Okay.
take 50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
50 years? Wouldn't you be dead by then? She's adorable. I know, right?
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina di Rosula on account of her goodwill long ago.
Oh?
All right, you two. That's enough.
Are they bragging about Goldilocks? I shall not stand for that.
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger? You sure did show up in the nick of time.
Well, true. Why were there all the robots here all of a sudden while I was, like, drifting apart from this world for a second there? She's so cute, just seeing her, I'd cry tears of joy. Yes. Yes, she is.
Well, to be honest, you're the one who tipped us off, Paimon.
Eh?
Huh? Really? Paimon contributed somehow? Ooh, Paimon's even more amazing than she thought!
Yeah, she was probably just floating around doing absolutely nothing, bitch.
Yes, all thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake.
Eh? What do you mean?
How did that help?
After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought of what you said. That the Fanta tasted kind of salty and icky.
Wait, do you mean that? I thought it tasted strange as well, but I couldn't be sure.
Fanta only comes in sweet flavors. So how could it have tasted salty? The color of the drink, if I recall, had also been a bit off.
So the Fanta had been spiked with water from the primordial sea?
Oh shit, she could have dissolved right then and there if we didn't take the drink from her. Damn. Dang, I didn't know this has already been up for 21 minutes. 22 now.
Yes. So if you hadn't drunk that cup for me...
She would be dead by now.
Spina di Rosula is preparing the grandest of awards for you as we speak for saving the boss.
Huh. Really?
Fortunately, Paimon, neither of us are from Fontaine. Otherwise, we would have been dissolved.
I sent people to Hotel de Boer to investigate. But whoever did this left no trace at all.
Damn.
That's when I figured out that you might be in danger and hurried here as quickly as I could.
But why would they go after us too? All we did was defend Linny in court and help clear his name. Ugh, now we're caught up in this mess too, aren't we?
You did you expect anything else?
Well, you did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of, and almost got their name in the process. Speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial seawater?
Yes.
Well,
actually.
it can't be coincidence that the traveler fainted just now. She said that she heard that voice calling for Vache again. Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too. But it was real faint. Does this situation have to do with the primordial seawater then?
According to Lynette, the ability to hear voices like that has to do with one's sensitivity to the hydro element.
Does that mean the primordial seawater raises someone's sensitivity to hydro when it's used on people who are not from Fontaine?
Maybe.
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing, to be honest.
I also gained some new intel.
New intel? While you were out cold?
Yes.
Well, let's hear it, shall we?
The voice of the fountain belonged to one of the missing women. A person named Varsher was a witness when she dissolved.
Oh, that is important.
You tell everyone about what happened while you were connected to the Oceanid.
That name doesn't ring a bell. I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a witness in court lately.
Of course not.
Since he saw that young woman dissolve, he was at least at the crime scene.
Yes.
But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater. Could he have been threatened?
Well, if he's still alive, we should try searching for him.
Yes, thank you. This is very important information indeed. We will continue to investigate.
Okay, Goldilocks. By we, you mean us two, right?
Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
Can I say no?
Well, you did say that our farewell meal didn't really count. That means we're still partners, right?
Okay.
And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not. You're not gonna let those people who targeted us get off the hook so easily, are you, Traveler?
Anyway, messing with us will cost them. This will prove to be the biggest mistake in their lives.
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face of Spina di Rosula, after all.
You talk too much. Well, in that case, let's head back to one of our bases, shall we? I'll arrange accommodations for you.
Yatta! Well, you better.
We also have some plans to go over, and hopefully we can deepen our bonds as partners. But we'll take that one step at a time, I guess.
Lol, Paimon is, drugged by Skittles again. Look at her hair. Taste the rainbow, bitch.
Don't worry, you two. With us around, our base is definitely secure.
Okay, now where do we head to next? Oh, we got achievements. Sweet. Wonders of the world. Lenek and for I don't know how to freaking pronounce this shit. Okay. Next destination. Back here. It's better if we find a way to that waypoint at some point. Since we'll probably have to teleport back and forth everywhere. The more waypoints we activate, the better. Okie dokie. Guess who's back? Back again. Yeah, I'm back. Flying again. Yes, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Cool lift. Yes, everybody knows elevators are sexier than stairs, so they improved it in Fontaine that you barely have to climb any stairs and invented elevators instead. Okay, let's see here. Let's try the Clementine line? No, Navia line. Navia line. It has to be the Navia line, right? Whoop. Dana yo! Totomate! Okay, there we go. How do you do everything that you do? No one could ever keep up with you. How do you do? Did it ever make sense to you to say bye? Bye bye. How do you do everything you do?
It's right up ahead, but let's make sure we weren't followed first.
Oh, undercover doing shit. Okay. Spy mission. Received.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus far.
That's good.
Very good. But let's not let our guard down for now.
Yes, Mr. Bodyguard.
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
Sure, Alfred. Let us find some rooms.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's continue, traveler.
Ba-da-bow, ba-da-bow, ba-ba-bow, ba-da-bow, ba-da-bow, ba-da-bow. Some monies. What do we have in here? Radish and a potato. Ooh, potato. Yes. Nanny. Is this actually where we have to head to? No, this can't be right, can it? We're in the sewer system. Fucking sweet. Ah! Oh my god, I almost fell down. Lizard! Give me lizard. We want lizard. Yes. Lizard tail. Okay. Hello, kitty cat. In a dance, 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 in a dance, dance, dance. I'm a kitty cat. In a dance, 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 in a dance, dance, dance. Alright, to the right here. Oh, we got a viewpoint and a waypointer. Okay, that's cool. And another kitty cat. Yes, but definitely in the right area. Like a faint moonlight of yesteryear. Ooh, okay. This looks interesting. Activate waypoint. Fucking sweet. Ah! Oh, it does count. Okay, cool. So is this supposed to be in?
Base? It's not quite what Paimon imagined.
I love it.
Your accommodations have been arranged. Under the present circumstances, I can confidently say it's the best we have.
Arigato gozaimasu. Well, so much for my expectations. What do you mean for your expectations? This is pretty cool.
Well, our funds have been a little tight lately. After all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering. In fact, our funds often come from citizenry who support us.
How noble.
Seems like it's tough times for everyone. But if you have the support of the people, that does sound like it's worth it.
Yes.
To be honest, our financial situation was a lot better back when my father was in charge a few years ago. I'm afraid I'm not quite his equal.
Doesn't matter, you're cool.
Your father, he was the previous boss of Spina di Rosula, right? How did he...
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to explain.
Sure, Alfred. Do the explanations.
No, I'll explain it myself.
How dare you?
I suppose I couldn't run from this topic forever. And as partners, this is something I hope they can understand. My father's name is Callus. Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful in the streets.
First time I heard of him, but I like the name. Callus.
3 years ago, he was accused of murdering his own friend.
What?
But he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing trial. He died in the duelist's ring.
No!
Oh no.
But I do not believe my father was a murderer. I'm sure he was set up. At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up and prove his innocence.
Oh yeah?
But strangely, he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender, determined to die in the arena.
No way.
3 years later, I still don't understand why he did that.
It must have been something personal to him.
How could he protect his honor if he's dead? If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself.
Do you have any clues to as why?
The closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case at the time of his death.
Ah, so that's why you're so determined to get to the bottom of that case.
Twitch isn't online. Yeah, I noticed. Sorry, Sean. I noticed a bit too late before I started the live. I'll try to fix it up by tomorrow, okay?
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in, but I haven't found a single new clue in my countless reviews of the investigation records. However, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, they must know something. I must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill his friend, I must get to the truth. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive.
Maybe he couldn't.
He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me.
What?
And now, here I am investigating his death. You really are a handful, aren't you, Papa?
Huh, you're seeking the truth for the sake of your family. But still, he might be a handful, but so are you, Goldilocks. Okay, sadly no sounds. Yeah, but now we can focus on the story, actually. But yeah, we can... Also, Sean, I keep getting copyright strikes and shit because of it, so, yeah, I'll have to figure out which ones cause the copyright stuffs, and I'll have to take them out. So yeah. But anyway, only one without the sound should be fine, right? You know, we're quite alike in this regard. I'm a piece of shit too. Quite the handful in itself as well.
Demoiselle, please, if there is anything I can do, anything at all.
Yes, YouTube, yes. Well, I'm glad you're fine with it.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. There are none whom I respect more than the two of you, Demoiselle. Master Callus did so much good in life, yet all it took was one murder case for him to be dubbed Callus the Unfaithful.
That's quite sad, if you ask me, actually.
Even our supporters decreased greatly due to that incident, hence our strained finances at present.
Wait, if Callus was such a good man, wouldn't people at least be a little suspicious when he was accused?
That's what I thought.
No. Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama. It's not something exclusive to people from Fontaine, really. Everyone's like that.
That's so shitty.
People love watching the evil turn over a new leaf, but they also enjoy watching good people fall into an abyss from one slip-up just as much.
What the fuck is wrong with these people?
But how could... never mind. If Callus was really falsely accused, we have to find the truth. He didn't deserve to have that happen to him.
There is one other thing. Master Callus's opponent in the duel was Ms. Clorand.
What? Nani? The cool woman that just saved our lives? She killed Mr. Callus? What?
Oh, her? Well, then, isn't that as good as saying that she was the one who killed him?
Yeah, something like that. No wonder the mood was a little strange between the two of you.
Yeah, that's not the sort of thing that you can just let go and move on from.
That's true.
Miss Clorand has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. If her opponent doesn't yield, she will not stop either.
Damn.
She knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how he was resolute in the arena, there was only ever one choice she could have made.
Aww.
It's not that I don't understand her at all. But I just can't deal with this yet.
Don't worry, Navia. Paimon knows how you feel. You don't have to force yourself to do that.
Afterward, Miss Cloran told us that at the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety.
Then that indicates that he intended to die in that duel.
Yes, that is our understanding as well.
What the fuck?
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to ask the person who killed you to take care of me? All right, anyway, that's the information I wanted to share with you. Even if it did sound like I was just complaining towards the end.
It's alright. I understand how important this is to you.
Thanks. You two should go and rest. This was quite a day after all.
Where am I allowed to stay? Where's my bed?
Yeah. Paimon's feet.
Please, relax and get some sleep. We will ensure you rest soundly.
Okay. Rest. A peaceful night passes under the Spinel protection.
Paimon slept so well. This place feels almost too safe.
Well, I slept like a rock.
Huh? Navia? Where did the other two go?
On patrol.
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of origin, and where we have our headquarters. There's not much for them to do here at the moment.
I see.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back. But never mind that. When did you get back? Were you waiting here the whole time?
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday regarding the name Vache.
Oh yeah? Did you find something?
Wait, so you didn't sleep at all?
Seems so.
How could I after having such critical new evidence appear?
Guess Paimon wasn't speaking for everyone just now, huh?
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere.
The fuck?
I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. But that does prove that this Vache person is a key witness in the incident.
Yep.
Does that mean we're too late, though?
No. It'll just be a bit harder for us to find the answer now.
No. There is one ray of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten, no matter how much they wanted to. And that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Neuvillette. A place where detailed files on all the cases in recent years are kept. If the Oceanette you met is one of the young women who went missing recently, we should be able to find some related information there.
Good thinking.
So Neuvillette maintains an archive of case files? Whew. Guess that's the hard-working Chief Justice for you.
Indeed.
In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we?
Paimon, it might not be as simple as you think.
Aren't you coming along, Navia? Did you get tired?
That's not the issue, Paimon.
No, it's nothing. Let's go see the Honorable Chief Justice.
Okay, let's go see if we... More achievements! Gimme, gimme, gimme! Primos. Once upon a time in Fluvcendre. I don't even know if I freaking pronounced this correctly. But I don't give a fuck. Map. It's probably above ground again. You will sometimes encounter teleport waypoint and domain entrance map pins bearing such sub-icons. These symbols indicate that the destination is located in a multi-layered area. After you unlock the corresponding map layer, you can interact with said pins to open the corresponding submap. Use the layer markers on the right of the map interface to switch between layers within the same group, or select the big icon to return to the top level map. When browsing map layers, the sub-icon of the map pins of the current layer will appear in bright blue. Dotted lines will be used for indicators, quest targets, event targets, etc. that are not located in the current map layer. Additionally, one area in the center of the map contains different layers that you have previously entered. You can use the layer switching marker to swap over to the corresponding map. Oh, okay. Anyway, we want to... I believe we want to go above ground, right? Is that right? Only one way to find out.
The palais is right up ahead. Come on.
Okay, we did go to the correct place. All right. I wonder what will be happening next. So we wanted to talk to someone for the archive. I hope they'll let us check it out. Otherwise it might make things harder for us. Knock knock, bitches! Ooh, this place looks interesting. Let's go try looking in that direction.
Please state your business here. The Chief Justice is presently occupied with official matters.
Oh, thank you.
This place does look pretty heavily guarded. Guess that proves that Nervalet's files are really secure.
Yeah.
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Apparently not.
Huh? Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't care who you are or who you might be related to. Our rules make no exceptions.
She looks like a police officer.
See? They've got great discipline, too.
Yep. Paimon can tell. If you're here just to crack jokes, I can point you towards the exit. Unlike some, we're busy, so please leave if you don't have a reason to be here.
Sorry, my brother's calling me. Hello. I'm good. I'm currently streaming. Lots of mail has come. I'll go through it for you and yeah, I'm gonna check it for you tomorrow. Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. Thanks. See ya. True. Sorry for interruption. That was my brother. He was asking if there was a specific mail coming in for him. He's not at home at the moment, so he asked me to check it for him. No, it's not that urgent, just... So he told me to do it tomorrow. Anyway, without further ado, let's continue.
No. What I meant to say is, shouldn't you remember us from a few days ago? We were at the trial of the great magician Linny.
Oh, yes, I remember. I read about it in the Steambird. You must be Linny's attorneys.
Yes, that's
It's all
correct.
coming back to me now.
We're here today to report and archive some information on a follow-up case.
Huh. Is that even a thing?
Yes.
Of course. Don't worry. We're here on official business. You can trust us.
All right then, I'll let you through. The Chief Justice is just inside.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
Well then, let's go. Knock knock.
Please come in.
Be disturbed by my presence. Yes! I love this dude.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Nervalet. We only lied to get in because we didn't know any other way.
It's all right. Please let me know how I may be of assistance to you.
Well,
So you're not mad at us?
why would he be?
We're looking for a man called Vacher. He may have been an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. If we can find him, we may be able to unearth some key information on the case.
Ah, I see. In that case, please wait here a moment while I browse through the files.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Who knew that Nervalet would be so easy to talk to?
Excuse me, Paimon, but he is awesome. Didn't you think he was awesome since we met her? Since we met him, because I'm very sure he was awesome. He looks so cool. Tick tock on the clock, time's passing by.
Unfortunately,
Nothing? No.
I'm quite certain that no one by the name of Vacher has been involved in any case, criminal or civil, in the past several years.
Eh.
There are no records of him either in the files or in my memory.
Guess that's that. So we're back to square one.
Traveler, what if it was really just a dream?
It wasn't.
Is that so? All right then. Thank you so much, Monsieur Neuvillette. We'll take our leave now.
Ahem.
Ahem? Question mark?
Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel. Your father, Callus, was a truly exceptional man. We deeply regret his passing.
And what are you trying to say, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Excuse me, are you being disrespectful towards my dude?
Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy? Or just express some tendril of regret?
Shut the fuck up, Goldilocks.
No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. There's no emotion behind your words. You only said those things because you felt like you should.
Shut the fuck up.
It's just like last time. After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you as a last resort.
Damn.
You even told me then that you thought there was something fishy with the case, yet you still allowed the duel to go ahead. In your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear.
Shit.
If you truly regret my father's death, then why didn't you call a stop to the duel?
Lack of proof.
Why didn't you give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die, despised and hated by all?
Lack of proof.
Everything was hanging on a thread at that moment. Just the tiniest effort could have changed everything.
Lack of proof,
There are
bitch.
still so many things I never got to tell him. So many questions he still owes me answers to.
Well, he can't answer it now, can he?
If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
Fuck,
I'm
bitch.
sorry, Miss Navia.
You and my father are truly alike. You keep all kinds of things in your heart and never say a word to anyone. It's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything.
For me, he's expressing quite a lot, actually.
Oh well. In any case, everyone already knows full well the apathy of the Chief Justice.
Yo, good day, buddy. Hey, Gingy. Thanks for dropping in. How was your stream? Also, has it been really hot at your place as well? I could have been toasty roasty today. It was unbearable.
My apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Oh. Bam 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 bam. Ba-da-dum, bam, ba-da-da-da-dum, dum, dum, da-da-dum, dum, dum. Dum, da-dum, dum, 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 dum. Woo! Having long loading screens is a bit shitty, but they used to be longer, especially in Sonic 06. Those were very unbearable. Okay, there we go. What's up,
Navia,
Doc?
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Rain. It's raining.
Hallelujah, it's raining here. Amen.
You're right. Wasn't it still sunny when we went into the building? And there shouldn't be any active trials today. How strange.
In any case, I love it.
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder, it was also raining.
Rain.
What is it? Did you think of something?
Your father's case. Was he outside when it happened?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why? Do you think the rain could have affected the crime scene?
Maybe.
That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value.
But there was something you didn't know at the time.
Oh? Wait. You don't mean...
The fact that people can be turned into water.
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been turned into water? And then got washed away with the rain?
Bingo.
Yeah. And if that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your dad, even if he explained what he saw to the authorities.
Exactly.
I really think I found a true genius for a partner. You're completely right. How did I not connect the dots earlier?
Because you're stupid.
All right, let's go to Poisson. With this new lead in mind, we'll get to the bottom of my father's case for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna make progress for sure this time.
You have to count on me for the
Do you
shit.
want to go with me now? Or do you want to head over by yourself later?
I want to go with you, meow. We should go while the idea is still fresh. You can go first, I'll join. We'll have to go while the idea is fresh.
Great, let's go then.
Fresh like falling water from the sky. Raindrops are falling on my head. I like singing in the rain. Goldilocks is in pain, but I am uncovering this case. And I'll say, woohoo, when it's all over. Yeah, bow to me and thank me later. Dip diddy 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 do. Oh. Interesting. New waypoint. Whee! A new viewpoint as well. This is very nice. Very nice indeed. Let me check this out. Ooh! Is that a ship? Interesting.
Whoa! What a huge ship!
So it's supposed to be a ship.
Why
I knew
would a
it.
ship be anchored at a place like this?
Sonic Underground. Sonic Underground. Okay, there's no Sonic, but there's a boat.
There's no need to be so surprised. While it may look like a ship, it's actually Spina di Rosula's headquarters.
Aha! Should have known.
My father was the one who asked for it to be built like this. Perhaps our taste in exterior design is the only thing we occasionally had in common.
Okay.
A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless future.
Just like the One Piece. I think I'm starting to get why you like it.
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said Spina di Rosula had a glorious past. Paimon was confused why a group with such a history would live in the sewers. But now that Paimon has seen this ship for herself, she's been convinced.
Well, Poisson is where Spina di Rosula began, after all. It's our main base, our home.
That's cool. Cool story, bro.
The wind rises.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Is there another waypoint? What is this? No, that's just a fish. Look how giant this fish is. It's like twice of the size of me. Damn. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful with the waterfalls and this long ass bridge that might fall in and at any second. I love it. It's old and it cracks, but I don't care. I love it. I'm on a boat on the ground. Woo! Hi, Shadow. Hi, Mika. Thanks for joining. Ooh. Aha! We found it. Okay. How you doing?
Melus, we're back.
Hello, Albert the butler.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle, and our most important partners. You said before that you still had some business at the court. What brings you back to Poisson so quickly?
About that. It's because my partner here reminded me of something really important. You see, what if my father's case had something to do with water from the primordial sea? You still remember, right, Melus? On that night, it was raining?
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr. Linney's. Both were what you'd call impossible murders.
Could the mastermind be the same person, though?
Could you tell us a bit more about what happened before?
Yeah, of course. Many years ago, something called synth began to gain popularity in Poisson.
What the fuck is that?
At a glance, it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many pleasant hallucinations.
Is that like drugs? Because I do not approve.
Wait! Didn't that guard guy who turned into water also mention that the primordial water could be used to produce some kind of potion?
Actually, they did say that. They did mention that, yes.
He did. Considering what we know now, it's almost certain that synth is created using water from the primordial sea. If you drink synth for an extended amount of time, you'll suffer many side effects, such as losing the ability to focus or control your emotions.
Oh?
And if you were to stop drinking it completely, you'll experience flashes of paranoia and anxiety while lacking energy to do anything. It's an extremely dangerous substance.
Like anxiety and ADHD? I've been there before.
As he oversaw Poisson, my father was compelled to put a stop to synth abuse and called for a complete ban of it.
How are you? I'm doing great. Though it was so hot outside today that I was inside with the running air conditioner all day, trying to keep myself cool. I could have been roasty toasted outside. It was so bloody hot, man. How about you? How are you doing? Is it hot, or was it hot where you are at?
Boss's uncompromising attitude incurred the synth vendor's wrath, but no matter how much they threatened or bribed him, he refused to yield.
How much did he use to bribe him with? If it wasn't enough, then of course he wouldn't talk.
Not only that, Boss became determined to find the mastermind behind the synth operation and put an end to the problem once and for all.
Yes, but the enemy was very cunning. so he could never get anything out of the dealers, all of whom only sold the stuff and weren't privy to the rest of the operation. Recognizing that, my father decided to contact the dealers in secret and cultivate personal relationships with them. Finally, he was able to convince someone to become his informant.
Oh, and who might that be?
The man's name was Jacques. He felt greatly ashamed about his work after seeing many families destroyed by synth abuse.
Hold on a minute. Jacques. Wasn't it the name of the one mouse in Cinderella? Or did I remember that wrong?
That night, my father hosted a banquet at his countryside estate. He planned to meet up and exchange information with Jacques over some food. But then...
Cheese?
We heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. We raced to the scene and found my father, still holding a gun, and Jacques, who was already dead on the ground.
No, Jacques the mouse, you got killed? No!
Huh? How did that happen? Aren't they on the same side?
Sounds just like Lenny's case, doesn't it? In both cases, the culprit seemed obvious, but neither appeared to have any motive at all. Looking back on it, though, I now believe the most important clue was something we all overlooked at the time. There were pieces of clothing left at the scene.
So they could have belonged to someone who got dissolved?
Precisely. It's all thanks to you that I made the connection now. Back then, we all just thought they were some costumes that Jacques used to disguise himself at the banquet.
Yeah. So, the ceiling. What's up with you? Anyway, thanks for dropping in, somebody that you used to know. You like Five Nights at Freddy's? I haven't really played a game of that myself, but it is interesting. Thank you.
But,
oh, yeah.
considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene. With one extra person, we'll also need to reconsider why the 2 shots were fired.
Maybe your father got into an argument with Jacques, but it's also possible that the third person was to blame.
You're right. We still don't know what happened. But my intuition tells me that we're on the right track to figuring it all out.
Spirit tracks.
I'm finally headed towards the truth.
Jacques was an empathetic man who was infinitely remorseful for his past actions. It's unlikely that he turned on Boss with 0 warning.
Zero no Tsukaima.
I think this third person is probably the key to the full truth.
Louise the Zero. No, I'm joking.
On that note, however, even though this will not please you, demoiselle, as your and your father's butler, I must still offer a word of warning.
Oh? What kind of warning?
Our opponent is insidious and cruel.
Duh.
They are extremely difficult to deal with, and Boss has already lost his life trying to bring them to justice. Even though Spina de
Oh my god, this looks
Rosula
epic.
has lost most of its former glory, Poisson has welcomed a new time of peace, and we have been allowed to live out our lives. There is no need to follow your father's path. It would be both wise and in line with Boss's wishes to step back and give up on the case.
How about no?
If that's indeed what he wished for, then he should have told me that himself. Was I not the closest person to him? And yet, I was the one most kept in the dark. What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect anything in the end?
Maybe, maybe not. Who knows?
Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful is still his epithet. And Spina di Rosula is barely getting by. Nothing has changed.
Change is not really necessary, is it?
Did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just as meaninglessly?
Maybe it hasn't been meaningless, and you didn't notice. Who knows?
I've never accepted that. Ever. Not since that day, and certainly not now. I want to find out the real answer for everyone's sake. For the missing girls, for the victims, and for myself.
Sure. And you guys know I'm just giving Goldilocks here a giant mindfuck. Okay, cool. Bruh.
Navia.
This is indeed the best moment to act. Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and more importantly, Demoiselle, I think you're also ready to take this on.
Shadow being Shadow. Shadow. Duh. You write it D-U-H, by the way.
So you do know something else, Maloose.
Yes, I do. In fact, even before that banquet, Boss already knew of the connection between Synth and the serial disappearances case.
Oh?
But what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you, Demoiselle, had been selected as the next target to disappear.
Chato Matteo. What? Actually, that does make sense now. Damn.
What?
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed with a rare illness.
Shit.
The doctors told him that he had no more than 5 years left to live.
So you hid that from her by dying? Also, probably with another reason as well. She better disappear. She doesn't deserve it just yet. She has to suffer a little bit more.
And the serial disappearances case caused him great anxiety.
Le gasp. Yes.
5 years was nowhere near enough time to resolve this long-standing conflict. But once he passed away, all the danger would pass on to you.
The shit got, what do you call it? Passed on from father to daughter after he passed away. He is passed away. He is passed away. Hello there and goodbye. He passed away.
Knowing all of this, he decided to use one final intimidation tactic before his death. He claimed to have already gotten his hands on some key incriminating evidence for the other side, and even told some members of Spina di Rosula about the details.
So, did you know why the chicken crossed the road? Why the chicken crossed the road? Oh, why the chicken crossed the road to get the other side? Get to the other side. Why the chicken go to the other side? Pop kinda luck. Alright. He has passed away. I'm dancing right now. I damn hope you do.
But as long as you remain safe, he would not share the evidence with the public.
Of course not.
If something were to happen to you, then he and all those he told would immediately expose all they knew about Synth and the disappeared victims.
Right. So nobody would be able to get off scot-free.
That makes way too much sense.
As we've seen, Boss's tactic has worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long time, the other side has not tried to take Demoiselle's life.
No, I don't believe it. He never appeared to look sick to me.
Well, he was keeping it from you, so he probably did everything he could to disguise himself and shit. Disguise his illness.
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard.
There you go.
Especially someone as proud as Boss.
Exactly.
To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the unfaithful was still far preferable than losing face in front of his daughter.
There you go. That's your answer. If I laugh, I'm going to die instead of any of them because my mom will kill me. It's late. Oh shit. Well, good luck with that. Well, you know you can always come back and rewatch the stuff later, right?
So he chose to die in silence, so that he could protect me.
Silence! Court is in session. No, I'm kidding. Court is not in session. Sorry about that. I just had to pull the meme.
I'm afraid you're not
Yeah.
understanding this correctly, demoiselle. What Boss wanted to hand to you was not a parasol, but a sword.
He would give Goldilocks a sword? She can't even wield emotions. How's she gonna wield a sword? Silence.
If Boss's spirit could hear you telling me that you want to find the answer for the sake of everyone involved, I'm sure he'd be extremely proud.
That fool. Couldn't he have just given it to me straight?
No. Didn't you just listen to what the butler has been saying for the last 10 or so minutes?
No. He might have set up everything precisely because he never thought I'd be able to understand him.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Goldilocks. If you listened to Albert the butler, you would know what is going on. I listened, and you're just crying and feeling self-important. No, she definitely did. Yeah, exactly.
Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if I was never able to make it to where I am now?
He gave you the choice to live how you want, and also, he tried to keep that stuff from you to stop you from getting harmed. Bitch. Just take what he's giving you and make the best out of it.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
I suppose that's true. With the way he'd set things up, if I had wanted, I could have just lived out my life without a care in the world.
You could have been a freaking supermodel for all that he cared.
But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. In this case, he really didn't need to give me an easy way out.
What the fuck? So you could have been anything you wanted, and you chose to be a freaking bitch diva. What the fuck? I'm back, boys. Welcome back.
Huh. Malus, what was the key evidence that he shared with you?
Cool.
It's the location where synth is produced. Essentially, it's the enemy's headquarters. When he was threatening the enemy, Boss didn't share the specifics of the incriminating evidence he found.
Oh?
But if you want to use it against the enemy, you'll still have to take several things into consideration.
Dude's nuts. Pull that again and I'll shove those down your throat. Against your will. Then we'll see who'll be laughing at the end. Anyway.
Why? If we know where the place is, can't we just go storming in?
You mustn't forget
FBI,
that
open
we're
up.
fighting against a mysterious and dangerous organization that's been in operation for decades.
I'm gonna freaking kill them with a boomstick. YOLO, get wrecked, suckers. Oh, okay. FBI, open the door.
There's no telling what might be lying in wait at their headquarters. We also have no idea what kind of evidence we may be able to find inside, nor what people we may be able to capture. But a single visit to their headquarters would be tantamount to a formal declaration of war.
We're gonna have some war? Count me in. Dear Maria, count me in. It's the story of the bottom of this bottle. I'm the pen.
The worst case would be that we leave empty-handed, but also open ourselves up to full retaliation.
Then, in that case, why not work with the Fontaine authorities?
Because we're underground. Underground. Be cool. We're like the freaking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, boy. Declaration of war. Yep, I am in.
Well, you saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Linney's case. We have no idea just how thoroughly they may have been infiltrated.
Persona 5 Royal.
That's true. Seems my father really had no choice. But things are different now. It should be a lot easier to prove the other side's guilt, now that we've connected Synth with the disappearances case.
Well, you haven't considered several other things, Goldilocks.
You sound like you've put a lot of thought into this, Maloose.
I am the butler, after all.
Alfred
I
the
live but
Butler
to
with double
serve the
D's.
boss and Demoiselle's will. I've always been willing to take on any kind of risk for your sake. But considering my relative lack of ability, I've spent my time keeping secrets, performing basic investigations, and waiting for the right time to come.
Thank you for all of that, Maloose. Have you discovered anything new in the past few years?
What are you doing, step bro? I'm whooping some ass and stuff. Yeah, sunglasses activate. Disco show while I'm entering the freaking government's place and freaking slaying. And I don't need a gun. I'm too cool for a gun. I'm freaking punching everyone in the faces and knocking them out instantly. And they have nothing to say against me. They have nothing against me, boy. Sweet. Yes, you get that right.
One conclusion I came to was that the enemy must be quite familiar with Spina di Rosula, or at least have an informant planted here. When I announced orders to the organization's members on Demoiselle's behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark and observe the reactions of the synth vendors. If the vendors didn't change their plans, then the individuals informed of our orders must be innocent. If the vendors packed up and fled, however, then someone must have given them the news.
That's very smart, Alfred. Good job. Dun dun dun.
After several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to 3 people.
Ooh, okay, give us a list.
The first is Florent, Spina di Rosula's senior advisor.
What the... Is this Gaston with a stash? Is this Gaston with a stash? Okay. It's the Rock. Nah.
Huh? Florent?
And his name is John Cena. Do 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 do. What is that name? I don't know, man. Florent. Not Florence, it's Florent. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people Boss trusted the most, which also means that he was someone who understood Boss really well.
No one understood Boss like Gaston. No one was as handsome as Gaston. He juggled 10,000 eggs. How great is Gaston? He is sus as fuck, man.
Thanks to his position
Indeed.
within Boss's innermost circle, he always knew our upcoming plans and could thus avoid capture this whole time.
There you go.
There's someone else like him too. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
He looks like a bookstore owner. Or was that the other dude?
Uncle Marcel.
Uncle Marcel? What? What is this Confrérie?
It's a guild in Poisson. Boss helped it to grow to its current size and prominence.
Okay.
In the beginning, they were only reselling some daily goods, but now they're one of the richest guilds around, with a lot of business connections in the city.
Okay, so he's basically a very important person,
So,
VIP.
they're like a sister organization of Spina di Rosula?
Yes, you can say that. When we were fighting against the synth dealers, they provided us with plenty of support.
Okay.
It's a bit difficult to imagine someone using their own money to hunt down themselves.
But if they're disguising something, it might be something to consider. I woke up in a new Bugatti. Woke up in a new Bugatti. Freaking love that one.
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula and the guards.
Yeah, he does look like a guard.
Although the guards mostly leave us to our own devices, there are still many activities we have to report to the local authorities.
Okay.
Since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities, he could theoretically always plan one step ahead.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
These are all people who I communicate with quite regularly.
Sure, okay.
To think that the enemy we've been fighting against has been right next to me all along, among those I trust the most. It's almost too hard to believe.
Bitch. It's always the ones that are closest to you that will fuck you up and backstab you. Trust me. Okay, what color is your Bugatti? Famous last words from Andrew Tate before I whipped him. Whipped cream on ice cream. You watch me whip. Watch me nana. You watch me whip. Ice cream nana. Here you go. Or was it waffles instead? Surprise me.
If you want to investigate them, please take every precaution to not alert the quarry. Judging from our experience, the enemy is extremely cautious.
Don't sing that now.
Of course. And thank you, Malus. You've provided us with a lot of great information.
You're too kind, my lady. I'm just doing my duty.
As Alfred the butler.
And before I forget, proving Boss's innocence would also mean clearing him of blame in Jacques' death.
Yeah, but he's still dead though. He won't get he can't be reincarnated. But he can get isekai'd. It would be Trakon's job, but how are we gonna do it while he's already dead? Hey, look at my new vase! It broke. I broke it.
After that incident, Jacques' wife and daughter were taken into the Spina's care. They still live in Poisson today. If it might help, you could also pay them a visit. I can make the necessary arrangements.
Then please do, good sir. Why the heck did you do that? I wanted attention.
Oh, thank you so much, Malus. You really are the best.
A new case awaits, my dear partner.
Well, you're stupid as fuck. You won't be doing shit, so leave it to me.
I hope we can work together to uncover the truth and end this case once and for all.
Well, guess what? What? Callus's case records. Okay, cool. We got new evidence on this case. I'm in your walls. Do you think I'm scared with that? Get out of the walls and say hi, man. I'm lonely. Now let's see here. Oh, it's a navigation system. So we have to walk there. No! Oh, it's probably further below us! Somewhere. Right here? Did I nail it? Nope. Probably not.
Swarm Fury.
There we go.
It is settled then. Please excuse me and enjoy your conversation at your leisure.
Skibbity toilet, most brutal death. TV man getting stabbed in his screen and then exploding. Skibbity bop bop bop, yes, skibbity.
Thank you for arranging everything for us, Malus.
Thanks, Alfred.
Excuse me, miss. Do you need anything from us?
Eh? I like how you look eye-wise. I spy with my little eye something that looks like a whore. Yes, it's you, Goldilocks.
Hey, Navia's all quiet. This isn't like her at all.
It's probably the child staring at her. Are they having a staring contest? Well, let's not bother her for now.
I'm sorry that I only came to visit after all this time. After what happened, I didn't know how I was supposed to face the two of you.
Whose horse is that? What horse?
Ah, if it's about that, there's no need to apologize. After my husband died, Spina di Rosula sent us a lot of mora and support. I understood your guilt and apology to be genuine.
Oh, you mean the... What wasn't that Scooby-Doo? I'm not sure.
But aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques? I can understand the kind of pain that comes with losing a father so needlessly.
But do you think you want us to call the Ghostbusters and Ghostbust your head a bit? Because you're kind of haunted by bullshit. Okay, I'm eating the inside of your walls. Okay? Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams!
You don't understand at all.
Adele. Hello from the other side!
I didn't know how to face you, because I didn't know what I could possibly bring as a consolation gift.
How about fuck 'em all? Fuck 'em all, fuck 'em all. Don't give a shit anymore. Fuck 'em all, fuck 'em all.
I know only the full truth could bring closure to you. And to all of us.
Just do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Stare. Stare. Do you want some fish, old lady? Ignore the light passing right through me. Do you want some fish? I'd like to slap it in your face.
I'm sorry. I appreciate the sentiment, but you don't have to carry all that guilt. On the matter regarding my husband, my daughter and I have more or less found our answer already.
Ah, shit, they're ignoring me. How dare they?
Would you mind sharing it with me? I really can't believe that my father could ever bring himself to shoot Jacques.
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless times that if he could turn back the clock, he would never go into the synth business again.
Well, he doesn't have the power to turn back the clock, though.
He had many regrets, and felt that he took the idea of providing for his family too literally. For the longest time, he thought Mora was everything.
Which is, it's not.
So when Mr. Callis came to him with a proposal, he accepted it almost immediately.
Oh, shit.
He tried to be as careful as he could, but even so, he was still found out by the higher-ups.
They found out about his betrayal?
Objection! No, I'm joking.
Papa didn't say that exactly, but Papa did tell me that I should never be ungrateful.
He taught you well.
Before he left that day, he told me that he had no choice. It was only later that I realized it was his final farewell to the two of us.
Wait, does that mean someone ordered Jacques to take out Callis?
I don't know that for sure, but you could say that's the conclusion I eventually came to.
Damn! Okay.
Which is why I'm the one who should feel guilty.
Nope.
Callis had always taken great care of us, both when he was still alive and after he passed away.
Do you think you should feel guilty? Objection!
Even if he fired the shot that killed my husband, it was likely in self-defense. It is impossible for me to hate him for what he had done.
Yeah, as you shouldn't. You shouldn't definitely not be, hating him for anything.
But Mama, why is Papa still the bad guy if he did the right thing?
That's a good question, Adele. Even though, just ignore that and try to make a life for yourself, alright?
Papa always wanted to be a good man, so why did he have to do a bad thing in the end?
No, he didn't do a bad thing. But you're too young to understand.
Well, things aren't always as they seem.
Exactly.
You still feel like your papa was a good man, right?
He did it for a good purpose.
Yeah, Papa was a really good man. The best in the whole world.
He had the best of both worlds. Da 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 best of both worlds. Okay, if you guys remember that one still, you're epic.
Then you should hold on to that. If a good man had to do a bad thing, then he must have had his reasons, regardless of whether he left you a parasol or a sword. He must have done so to give you a better life.
Oh.
Thank you for everything you've told me. I will definitely find the truth. The current state of things is not something I'm willing to just sit back and accept.
Wise words from a detective.
Thank you. I'm very grateful to hear this from you. Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak is really similar.
You really think so?
Yes.
That's the first time anyone said that to me.
Savor it. Because nobody else will say it again. Probably. Okay, we got the testimony from Shark's family. We got 2 cuddling cats. Okay.
Are you okay, Navia?
I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's investigate the 3 suspects next. Laurent should be nearby, and we should be able to find Thierry and Uncle Marcel in the city. I'll get myself together on the way, so please don't worry.
In the city? Nah. You lied to me.
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance today?
Stop fucking around and do your job, instead of trying to stab people in the back.
I'm sure you've heard about what happened at the Opera House? Someone got turned into water right in front of us.
Yeah, I've heard. With something that dramatic, I'm sure journalists will milk it for all it's worth.
That's true.
And it'll be all the talk for the next several weeks.
Indeed.
It also reminded me, on the day that the incident happened with my father, it was raining outside, and we found some clothes left at the scene. After my partner here put the dots together for me, I feel like we should try to reopen his case. Can you do me a favor and try to recall what happened that night?
Let me think. Mr. Callus was feeling pretty upbeat that day. So he was drinking and bantering away with us at the table.
Why would he try and get drunk at his case day?
After that, he told us that he wanted to go get some fresh air. So we let him go without thinking much of it. Who knew that we would hear 2 gunshots ring out right after?
Damn.
My first reaction was that Mr. Callus's life was in danger. So I grabbed my holster and made a mad dash toward the scene.
As you
When I
should.
got there, it was already too late. Mr. Callus was standing over a dead body with a gun in his hands. All we could do was look back and forth at each other, not knowing what to say.
That sounds quite intense, if you ask me.
So you also remember 2 gunshots then?
Not intense like the circus. Not like the clowns at the circus, you guys.
Indeed. The guards said that the first shot didn't hit anyone, while the second killed Jacques. But I've never really bought that explanation. Reason being, Mr. Callus had left his gun on the table. I even made sure to confirm that before running to the scene. But according to the guards, that doesn't mean he couldn't have had other guns on his person. About the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned. Do you think there was a 3rd person there who was turned into water?
It's very possible.
At least from our perspective, my father had no reason to kill. So he would also have no reason to bring an extra gun with him. The gun he was holding probably belonged to Jacques. or a third person on the scene.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So you're saying Mr. Callus ended up with the gun because he seized it from one of the other guys?
Maybe.
But hold on. If that's what had happened, then why didn't he share the truth with any of us?
He had his reasons.
He didn't even want to face the Oratrice machine, and chose instead to prove his honor in a duel. Did he lose all faith in the courts after seeing someone dissolve right in front of his eyes?
No, his reasons were more complicated.
About that, Malus told me a thing or two. So, I think I can understand why he committed to the duel. I'll tell you everything, once the whole truth has been revealed.
I understand. Then, I'll leave Mr. Callus's honor in your hands, boss. And if I may just say one more thing. The whole Callus the Unfaithful epithet has been a thorn in my side since the day it was invented. Many people have laughed at me for still calling him Mr. Callus, even after so many years have passed.
You seem to be very honorable, Florence.
But it was Mr. Callus's trust that allowed me to rise through the ranks of Spina di Rosula and live the life I lead today, no matter what others might say. He'll always be the man I respect the most, and he'll always be my boss.
Don't worry. I will definitely find the truth. You and all our other comrades at the Spina deserve to know the truth as well.
Yes. Information regarding Florence. Go to the court and speak to Theory? Okay. To the court it is. It's up here. Mr. Guard.
Hey, Thierry, it's me.
Oh, now, what brings you here, Miss Navia? I've heard that you made quite the name for yourself at the Opera House.
Oh, so you've got news of that already.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm also a member of the Guards, you know. The way you make it sound, people would think I was sent off to Poisson because I had done something wrong.
Well, you might have.
Are you sure there isn't a little bit of truth in that? Under normal circumstances, shouldn't you have been called back to the city already?
I mean, where I work is really up to me. Let's just say I enjoy the ambiance of Poisson. Callus did a fantastic job running the town, building Spina di Rosula from the ground up and clearing many obstructions in my way.
So basically, you have the option to roam free and do as you please on the job? Well, that sounds sussy to me. Insert Sassamonga's soundtrack.
It would be next to impossible for me
Imposter?
to find a similarly easy but high-paying job in the city. Anyway, enough chit-chat. Are these two friends of yours? You, here for some formal business?
Yes.
You got
These
that right.
two are my partners. What happened at the Opera House made us realize that Linny's case and my father's may be related. We're trying to reinvestigate the details of my father's old case.
Ah, I get it. You think there might be more to the case now that we know people can be dissolved into water, right?
Yes.
I was also flabbergasted when I first heard of it. If you want to go through the original files from your father's case, I can help you look for them.
Yes, please, if you would.
That'd be much appreciated. Thank you. Actually, I have another question. Do you have the authority to dispatch Gardamex?
Of course. Without them, I couldn't possibly handle Poisson on my own. Why do you ask? We definitely can't use them to forcefully get more evidence for your father's case.
Well, you see, just recently, we were attacked by a horde of unnumbered Gardamex in the city. So, if you hypothetically wanted to do something against me, All you would need to do is get rid of the mecha serial numbers and send them after me.
Sounds very sus.
Then you think too highly of my abilities. Dispatching mecha is very different from controlling them. If I had to make an analogy, when you order a dish, the chef will make it for you. You can ask the chef to cook, but not to massage your shoulders or carry your baggage. If you try to make unreasonable demands, the chef would just think you're out of your mind and ignore you completely. The same goes for me and my Gardamex. Removing a serial number is also not as easy as you might think. There are a lot of complex steps to it, and it's almost impossible to keep it a secret.
Oh?
So I can promise you, those mecha were definitely private units.
Okay, good to know.
They're certainly not cheap. So, whoever their owner is must be super rich, powerful, or both. Now that you mention it, though, being in the synth business would definitely be profitable enough to afford this.
Makes sense.
Oh, then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
Oh, thank you for the vote of confidence, Navia. Jokes aside, I'd like to wish you all the best with your investigation. I'll be staying in the city for a little while, so just come find me if you need any support from the guards.
Okay, thank you, Medit. See you later. Now we're gonna question Marcel. Where's he? On the other flipping side of Fontaine. But we can get there quite easily, actually. Shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Quit following me.
Nobody's following you, dude. But I know this place is quite sussy, not gonna lie. Wee. Oh, it's over here. Wee. Oh, it's you again.
How may I help you?
I can't pronounce his name.
I'm here to see Marcel. Could you please let him know? You can just say Navia's looking for him.
Do you know the way of Genshin Impact? More or less.
Sure. I will let him know right away.
Thank you very much. Run him as... Lady? Are you like a butler as well? After waiting for a while, Marcel arrives in a hurry.
Navia, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not as young as I used to be, so my legs are giving out a bit.
That's a sussy way to start a conversation. I'ma like this video now. Done. Thank you.
Oh, it's all right, Uncle Marcel. There's no need to stress. I just wanted to talk to you briefly about what happened in the Opera House. I'm sure you saw everything too, right?
Yes, I've never seen anything so strange.
Oh, you were at the Opera House too?
That's right. I went there with Navia to see the magic show. Who knew it would turn into a whole murder mystery?
Surprise, biatch.
I also witnessed your marvelous sleuthing work. Quite impressive.
Nothing else to expect from the best person in the world. Simply the best, better than all the rest. You better bow to me, bitch.
To beat the Hydro Archon at her own game on her own turf, I can already imagine everyone in Fontaine discussing your exploits over a few glasses of wine.
I don't drink wine. I hate alcohol. Do you have like canned Coke maybe? I would love some Coca-Cola.
Oh, Paimon doesn't want to become the talk of drunkards.
Actually, you're right. I don't want to be the conversation topic of drunk people. Ugh.
Apologies. It's just how Fontaine is as a nation. Everyone loves drama and theatrics.
I know. But I like that too. One time I actually went to London and watched 2 musicals while I was staying there. One was like about a school that was what was it about again? It was like a musical school where people were learning to sing and dance and how to dress up for theater classes and shit. And the second musical was like Aladdin, the musical. Yeah. Cheese.
Uncle Marcel, you've also noticed that other thing, right? The fact that humans can dissolve in water?
Yes, I was reminded of your father's case right away. Is that what you're investigating now?
Exactly. I still don't have much solid proof, but I can sense that the other side has already begun to act.
Oh, and what makes you say that?
Well, it's quite obvious, isn't it?
We were attacked on Araneus by some unnumbered Gardamex. And there was also an attempt to get me to drink water from the primordial sea.
Exactly.
If not for the vigilance of my partner, I probably wouldn't even be here talking to you right now.
Oh, you're giving us too much credit.
Nope.
Wasn't it you who protected us?
No, it was all me, biatch. Gup, gup, gup.
Alas, it seems things are heating up again. The peace that Callus sought so dearly will soon become a thing of the past.
Oh?
But rest assured, Navia, Poisson will always remain a safe haven for you. If you're scared, you can always return there.
Marcel, you are the most sussy of the batch.
If anyone dares to lay their hands on you there, the Confrérie of Cabriere will use its funds to the last Mora to bring them to justice.
Oh, he mentioned lots of Mora. Someone that is rich or has power could have got some private robots to attack Goldilocks. He is the sussiest. Also, his words, some word choices, makes me think he was the culprit.
Thank you, Uncle Marcel. But I don't intend to go into hiding. I'm going to strike while the iron's hot. Do you have any new thoughts on my father's case?
About that. Sorry, my age is catching up with me, so it'll take me a while to recall my memory.
Maybe a lie or may not.
The Confrérie was responsible for that banquet, so I was out and about the whole time making sure things were running smoothly. I didn't even have the time to drink with the guests.
Oh?
Then I heard the sound of a gunshot, and the rest was history.
Oh, it's okay. No need to push yourself. We'll ask around some more, see if there are any valuable clues elsewhere.
Sounds good. Just let me know if you ever need Mora.
Mentioning Mora again.
All my wealth comes from Callus's patronage and support. I'll spend however much it takes to clear his name.
Wealth? I'll spend however much it takes. Like, he's rich. He's definitely rich. Probably. He's gonna be the main suspect in this case. Well, that's what I think.
I'll just treat them as new Too slow.
Eh? It's supposed to be here? I'm just gonna climb this wall. Maybe it's up there. Hup. 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 Off-roading, bitch. There we go.
We've talked to all 3 suspects, purely based on their conversations with me.
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
No, it was Uncle Marcel that sounded very suspicious. I mean, no, none of them really stood out as a suspect. What do you mean?
I suppose that's to be expected, though. If a single conversation's all that's needed to find them out, then my father wouldn't have needed to investigate the case for so many years. Anyway, even though we didn't make a breakthrough, let's still compile what we were able to find.
But where should we start?
Shock's motive?
Ah, you're right! Flora mentioned that Callus probably only ended up with the gun because of circumstance. That makes sense.
According to Jacques' family members, he already told them that he had been discovered, and that he had no choice before he left home that day.
Oh?
If I had to guess, he probably received an order from the synth boss to kill my father. Had he refused, he and his family's lives would have been forfeit.
Probably.
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
If it was Jacques, I wouldn't have fired a shot at all.
Oh? And why is that?
Could he guarantee his safety after killing Callus? Could he guarantee his family's safety after killing Callus?
Ooh, that's a good point. Jacques probably already knew that he was just being used as a tool for murder. And once he had completed his mission, he'd be of no more use to his boss.
Exactly.
So, what would make more sense from his perspective would be to turn his back on the Order and seek protection from my father.
Seems the third person was the one who derailed everything.
Makes sense. But without evidence, that's still just a theory. Besides Jacques, the attack from the Gardamex has been bothering me quite a bit as well. It's obvious that our enemy has become more antsy after the secret of the primordial seawater was revealed.
Do you think he knew, even then, that we'd follow this lead to the end?
Probably not.
Given everything that's happened since, it's quite possible. But who among the three suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex?
Someone that is wealthy. It's probably Uncle Marcel.
Uncle Marcel? My father did really trust him. And they worked together on a large number of projects. Maybe that's how he got to know Jacques.
Probably.
And with funds from the Confrérie, he could also afford a large number of Gardamex.
Exactly.
Still really hard for me to imagine, though. After all, Uncle Marcel has been around since I was just a child.
The closer they are, the more the chance of getting backstabbed by them. Trust me, Goldilocks.
Also,
I've been there.
Wouldn't this mean he has been spending a whole lot of mora and energy to fight his own synth business?
Yes. What do you mean? It must have been Marcel. Okay, what about Florent then?
Florent? It is true that he was closest to my father, and thus had the best chance of learning about his dealings with Jacques. But as Spina di Rosula's advisor, his work mostly deals with personnel and security, so he shouldn't have much means when it comes to finances.
So you're saying he's too broke to afford a mecha army?
Exactly. He can't. And even if he could, I don't think he would be able to dispatch a whole group so quickly.
Theory then?
Thierry, you say?
Thierry?
Huh. It is possible that he's figured out a way to convert the Gardamex for personal use, but I didn't feel like he was lying when he was talking to us about the mecha. I also don't think he'd be able to keep that kind of tampering under wraps.
Yeah. Had he actually tampered with the mecha, we'd be able to prove it with a simple check of the guard's inventory. If the mecha were taken from the guards, it should be pretty easy to find out when and how that happened.
Who could it be?
I think... Think. Definitely select Marcel.
You know, if you think everything through, Uncle Marcel is indeed the most suspicious of them all.
There you go, Miss Goldilocks.
Could we be missing other suspects? Malus didn't know about the people turning into water thing when he narrowed it down to these three, did he?
Malus has always been very reliable, and his judgment of others' trustworthiness has been fair and well considered. When he laid out his case for the three, The rationale he gave me made a lot of sense as well. The suspect is knowledgeable about the Spina's internal affairs, has the means to dispatch Mecha to assassinate us, and possesses significant intellect and foresight. Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how things could all tie back to Uncle Marcel.
He is someone who's very close to you, after all.
Well, we still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
The Spades of Ace. Abracadabra, biatch. The synth production base.
Yes. Malus did say that charging straight in there would be extremely risky. But we don't have any other options right now. We need far more solid proof before we can hope to go charging in on our enemy.
Yeah.
Navia, here you are. Oh, I've been looking for you.
Why were you looking for us?
Huh? Aren't you the guy from the guards? Did something happen?
Yeah. News came from Irenaeus just after you left. We've got another trial on our hands.
Oh yeah, what kind of trial?
Wasn't that place built specifically for holding trials? What's so newsworthy about this one?
I know. But they said the person they're putting on trial is a Fatui harbinger called Tartaglia.
Wait, child? What the fuck?
What? Is that someone you know?
Yeah, he's quite the troublemaker, alright?
Yeah, we know him. Maybe even a little too well.
Well, he's been accused of being the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. It's absurd, don't you think?
Wait, how? None of our investigations have had anything to do with him.
That's what I thought was strange about it, so I came to tell you the news right away. If the charge against him stands, then it'll be next to impossible to get the guards to support any of our planned investigations.
Right, because they'll think they've already found the culprit.
Shit.
Yeah, and it'll be a lot harder then to clear Mr. Callus's name.
Indeed.
I understand. Well, partner, what do you think we should do? We still haven't found any conclusive evidence.
Let's split up, I guess.
Huh? Split up? What do you mean?
You can go to Ernie's while I'll go investigate that place. I'm confident in my combat abilities.
Just as expected of my partner. Since this is a trial about the serial disappearances case, the culprit's attention will be focused on Irenaeus, leaving his home base wide open. You're right. This is our best opportunity. All right then, let's do this. I'll stall them at the Opera House and charge Marcel as the true culprit. I won't have any chance of making that charge stick, though, unless we find more evidence. It'll be up to you to make it back in time and hand the decisive evidence to me.
Leave it to me.
We'll help you, just like you helped us in Linny's trial.
Demoiselle, please allow us to accompany you.
I'm ready.
Ah, Malus, Silver, when did you two get here?
We heard that you'll be leaving Poisson and figured that you might require our assistance. It's our hope that your confidence will be bolstered with the two of us by your side.
Thank you so much. Then, let's make haste for Irenaeus. Paimon, Traveler, I'll see you at the Opera House.
See you later.
See you then!
Okay, now I want to just unlock that waypoint, because I think I saw one in the background. Don't tell me there's more cutscenes.
Now that Navia has set out for Irenaeus, we should also get going.
Fuck.
The location has already been marked on the map, so let's head over.
Okay, first we'll heal Skara. And it was right there. And the game didn't want me to get to that waypoint? Why? Just why? Tell me why? Ain't nothing but a heartache. Anyway, back to the Statue of the Seven, because I just want to heal Skara real quick. And while we're at it, we will get that waypoint. We will get that waypoint. I don't take no for an answer. Heal me! Thank you very much. And now, on our way to that waypoint.
Swallow Fury.
Okay, no way to climb up there now. We flew right past it. There we go. Activate. There we go. Now that is sorted. And we'll have to unlock this waypoint as well while we're at it. We're quite close to it as well. Though, can we climb these walls? That might be the thing in our way. Guardian robot. Another guardian robot. Okay.
Quit following me.
Yeah. Oh. By coincidence, we found another waypoint. Well, that's good. Isn't it? Okay, we found this waypoint right here. Okay, to get there, we might need to use one of these little boats. Okay, but we unlocked some waypoints. That's good. That's progress. Open sesame. Shit. I forgot I had to call the lift first. Clementine line? That one went to the left, right?
Welcome to the court of Fontaine. Please watch your step.
No. Probably just the Navi line. Damn it. But I do love the elevators. I gotta elevate. Wait for Aquabus. After a while. Whoop. Hello there. How do you do? You're supposed to say General Kenobi. Let's go.
Welcome, passengers from abroad. Tour guide Elfan, at your service. The destination of this aquabus is Arrhenius. The island experiences rainy weather all year round. I do not know if this is due to the frequent visits of Lady Farina and the Chief Justice. I recommend that all passengers bring a raincoat. If you haven't got one and need to buy one now, don't worry.
Cool story,
bro. All day,
bro.
so you can simply catch the next boat.
Cool story, bro. Cool story. I don't give a fuck. Okay, did we get some items that we needed to ascend Linny? Just checking, just in case. Linny. Here. Oh, we need like 3 of these rainbow roses still. Found in Barrel region. Where the fuck is the Barrel region? Okay. Let's check the map. Barrel region. Court of Fontaine region. Oh. Probably this. Or in this area. Those are underwater, aren't they? Well, we'll get to it eventually. But anyway, I believe this is enough for today, guys. I think I'm gonna quit this stream for today, and we'll
It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
Hey, I'm talking. Well, thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys tomorrow in the next episode. Shout on out.